take a look here. This right here is Harvard Elementary. We would show it to you. It's just a little bit too dark right now. But this is where Michael attends 4th grade. And just behind me, right down this block here, is his home. So we're talking about less than 2 blocks away. So how and why didn't Michael come home Tuesday after school? Well, his father, Chris Campbell, says it was just a matter of falling asleep.
Last night, when he went by his friend's house, because there was gunfire, and he asked the kid mother, can they stay, and they told him that they could stay. He fell asleep after they played video games.
Mr. Campbell adds Michael didn't come home Tuesday night because he heard gunfire. When asked what house Michael was at, which friend he was staying with, Dad said at that point in time he didn't know. He was just grateful he saw Michael walking near 73rd and Vincennes, just blocks away from his home. Moments later, Michael was taken by paramedics, covered up to his eyes to be evaluated, which is actually routine here. But Mr. Campbell made it a point to thank CPD for their efforts in locating Michael, along with the little boys and girls from Harvard Elementary who gave some tips.
No adults gave us any tips. These was children. Children under 12 years old that told us everything.
We put in some questions to the Chicago Public Schools to see what their protocol is for when children walk home from school, or if they have any safety guidelines in that matter. We're waiting to hear back from them. Well, when Michael Campbell's dad approached the media, he said, as we know, there's a huge problem here in Englewood with gun violence. And here to discuss that with us this morning is Charles McKenzie, who's a community activist here in the neighborhood. And Charles, what was your reaction to that when you first heard it?
It was heartbreaking, you know, because it could have been anybody's kid. It could have been my son, anybody in the communities. But I'm glad by the grace of God they found them.
And so we have, it seems to be a problem here with children and gun violence, right? So as a community, you know, what can we do, or what resources are out there for children who are in these communities?
We need more resources, you know what I'm saying? We need more economic development. We need more police patrol, even though we have some, but we need more. So we really need the community to get involved in everything that we do. You know, a lot of people are scared to step out and speak out, but we have people like me and Mark Johnson that be out here every day, and other community leaders that be here trying to make a change and a difference in our community.
And that goes along with my third question here. So when we kind of look at this video, we know it went viral all over social media, and that kind of paints a picture to people who might not know where even Englewood is in the city of Chicago. What do you think we can do to change that image here in Englewood?
Just have people, sometimes when they come to Englewood, they could take detours and see what Englewood really about, because Englewood not really bad, they just make it bad.
Mm-hmm. Lastly, what would you say you guys are working on right now? What community efforts are happening?
We're trying to put together a nice little program that's coming along for the kids in the community, a couple of community leaders. So we just waiting on that to come a domino effect. Like I just said, we just need the community to come together all as one so we can make a change and a difference for our community, because no one is going to do it. We got to do it ourselves.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And in terms of Michael Campbell's case, the 9-year-old who was missing but now has been found, the Chicago Police Department is still investigating. More details to come on that. For now, though, I'm live in Englewood. Diana Gutierrez, The Jam.